Ooh, you know it's a good one when we're recording it. I'm just kidding. We record all of them. That doesn't mean this isn't a good one. It is a really good one. Stick around. T minus 60 seconds, and we're going to take off for this week's team meeting. Happy Wednesday, everybody. It is 11 a.m. and we are getting ready to dive in. This is your weekly team meeting. So today I wanted to have a little bit of a show and tell. Okay, so we're going to talk about your KW toolbox, all of the different tools, resources, communities that you have access to, how to find them, how to use them, what is important about this for your business, all of those pieces. Here's what I know. Our KW universe is enormous. It is gigantic. We have opportunities for real estate agents in every area of this industry. There are different groups, communities, niches, and resources for everyone, depending on what you're into and the type of real estate business that you're running. And so we have resources on both a local and a national level, the list of which is just simply too long. And so what I've learned is that unless it's something you're engaged with every day, it's probably not on your radar. So this team meeting will serve as a tool. It's being recorded today. It will be uploaded to our YouTube page. This is a resource for you to be able to revisit whenever you're thinking about, oh, that one thing, remember that one thing we talked about and I want to do that in my business. So you can revisit this. My intention is that we'll come back to this every few months and just kind of revisit what some of these tools are, so that you can make sure that you have them in your tool belt. And as we're changing, growing, evolving, you have the those very best tools in your tool belt as well. I'm going to I'm going rogue, Jessica. I'm changing things in the moment. I hope it's a good thing that I'm doing. We'll find out. I don't actually know that I did what I intended to do. We've got a beautiful slideshow that I am modifying immediately, which is, there we go. Let's see if this will work. No, never mind. I'm not modifying anything. I'm not doing it. Okay. Here we go. Let's dive in first and foremost today with probably our greatest value proposition, right? People tell me all the time that they came to Keller Williams because they were looking for XYZ, right? I was looking for an opportunity for my business to grow. I was looking for these tools and resources. I was looking for something new or something different, or, you know, or I was looking for the coaching. I was looking for the training. But overwhelmingly, if you ask anyone who's been here for 3 or more years why we're still with Keller Williams, we're going to tell you it's because of our culture. Our culture is unlike like anything else in the entire real estate world. And this is who we are. Just a quick reminder, if you are a teleprospector and you are doing any telephone prospecting, please mind your P's and Q's and all of the rules along the do not call list and the TCPA. That's a CY cover yourself moment. There we go. Here's who we are. Our mission, vision, values, beliefs, and perspectives. This is how somebody would articulate the culture of Keller Williams. And here's who we are and what we do. We build careers worth having, businesses worth owning, lives worth living, experiences worth giving, and legacies worth leaving. I'm going to leave this up on the screen just for a moment, a little bit for effect so it can sink in, and also a little bit so I can rearrange all of your beautiful faces on my other screen so I can see you as we're chatting this morning. I'm also going to pull up the chat box. So here's what I want you to do. As we're going through today, a couple of things are going to happen. You're going to have some questions. You're going to have some ahas. You're going to want to know more about something. Pull yourself off mute, ask that question, or pop it in the chat. Either way, the chat box will also have some great links in it as we're talking about different areas of your toolbox. Some of those tools are accessed via links. Jessica and Amy are going to help partner with me to make sure that those links make it into the chat for you as well, so that we have those available. But this slide deck is going to be available to you as well. So if you want to watch the video, awesome. If you just want to flip through the slide deck and say, hey, what was that? We're going to make sure that this is shared on the resources page for you guys, so you have access to the slide deck today. So that's our mission and who we are. Our vision is to be the real estate company of choice for our agents and their customers. Right? Our values, what we believe in is it is God and family and then business, right? The purpose of our business is to fund that life. Okay. Our belief system, these are the rules by which we do business, affectionately known as the Y4C2Ts. All right, if you haven't put all of that together, that's the first letter of all of these pieces, which makes that acronym, the Y4C2Ts. It's a win-win or no deal. We have the integrity to do the right thing. Our customers always come first. We have commitment in all things, communication, seeking first to understand, creativity, putting ideas before results, teamwork, where together everyone achieves more. Trust starts with honesty. Equity creates opportunities for all, and success brings us results through people. We're a technology company that provides the real estate platform that our agents, buyers, and sellers prefer. Keller Williams thinks like a top producer, acts like a trainer consultant, and focuses all of its activities on service, productivity, and profitability. This is the cornerstone of our meeting today. We're going to show you the platform, everything that's in the platform and everything that's in the tool belt that comes along with it. So there we go. We're going to be leveraging that partnership today. As we dive into this, go ahead and throw it in the chat box. What's one area of KW that's in your tool belt already that you absolutely love? Right? Or what's one area of KW that you have questions about? You know it exists, but you want to know more about it. Or what are you hoping is in your tool belt today? Go ahead and put that in the chat. What is in store for you? Let's talk locally first. Here at our office, a part of that agent billing every month funds our agent events fund. The agent events fund is directed by a group of our agents. It's all run by committee and is under the direction of our Associate Leadership Council, which acts like our board of directors here in our market center. So our Client Appreciation Events Fund, these agent events are held on your behalf, are designed to be completely turnkey and easy for you to participate in. Both large scale face-to-face events and small scale or pop-by style events are a part of what the events committee puts on your behalf. here's the why behind this. Why in the world would we do it? Why movies in the park? How is that real estate, right? Well, it's about relationships. This is a great opportunity for you to get face to face with your people. Even if you don't get face to face, it's a great opportunity to actually contact your people, to touch them, right? To have a moment of impact where you get the opportunity to have a conversation, right? What does all of that have to do with real estate? Well, real estate involves people. I'm sure you've figured that out by now, but it's all about the relationships that you have with people inside of that. So that's one of the main reasons for getting in being involved with our agent events. Is having that opportunity to reach out to your sphere of influence, to invite people to a great event like movie night, and then to either see them there or call them after the event and say, I'm sorry, I missed you. All of those strengthen the relationships, which just gives you another checkbox in the branding column when they're thinking about buying or selling, or they know somebody who is. It's fresh brand recognition. They think of you first. So we have coming up Movie in the Park. So on July 30th at 6:30 p.m., we are all taking Highlands Ranch by storm, and we're going to be gathering at Civic Green Park and watching The Sandlot, I believe is the movie that's been chosen. Yes, big thumbs up there. That's a great family movie choice. There's going to be food trucks and refreshments and games and lots of opportunities for us to create relationships with our people. So I trust we'll see you all there on the 30th. You can grab this graphic off of the Facebook page and probably also on the kwpmresources.com page, so that you can create this, you can share it with your people. I would highly recommend that you are putting multiple touches into this. There are phone calls, there are text messages, there are event invitations, there's a Facebook event, maybe there's even a paper invitation that you're giving to your best people. This is an opportunity for you to contact your sphere. So take advantage of it. No limit on how many people you can invite for this particular event. And we'll have several others through the end of the year. So that's one of the tools in your tool belt. Let's look at some more. Obviously, we've got upcoming in-person events. Our community is a huge piece of your tool belt. And you know what? I tell you, we are doing a great job having this virtual community. We've got opportunities all the time for agents to connect together. And like I think most parents right now, I'm really excited that our kids are actually in a lot of cases going back to school in a couple of weeks. Can I get a thumbs up there? Yeah, kids are going back to school. Yes. Which means we're going back to school too. It's time for us to pour back into our businesses and get it on track. So in August, starting mid-August, our market center is going hybrid, which means your team meeting and all of our other training events will have both a face-to-face and a virtual component. So you'll be able to come into the office and see us, and with vendors that want to give us lunch and all kinds of fun things. There's some great pieces about getting back together face-to-face and getting that community. And we know that hybrid, being able to jump in virtually like this is also a great resource for us, right? So we have people who can catch team meetings now who've never been able to, right? Because they live across the city or across the country, right? So we're going to continue to have that hybrid component for all of those pieces. So those events are going to be starting August 16th. August 5th, keep an eye out for an invitation from Patrick and Guild Mortgage for another happy hour event. He has committed to bringing some social community to our office every single month. So the first Thursday of every month, he's going to be bringing a happy hour event somewhere on the south side of town, so that we can get together and have some community there. So definitely keep an eye out for that invitation. As self-employed independent contractors, we don't always have the same group insurance options that W-2 employees do. So through Keller Williams and our partner Stride Health, we do have a healthcare marketplace, which has some really, really great affordable plans. But we also partnered with a local health insurance consultant who's put together some really, really flexible packages that are designed for independent contractor small business owners. Mandy's got some packages that are specifically for us with some great group rates. So if you are considering, if you're considering making some changes to your health insurance, or if you find yourself without appropriate insurance coverage, know that we have some solutions for you. And I want you to take a screenshot of this slide right now and call Mandy for a independent consultation. Awesome. Okay, here's some more tools. Did you know that being in real estate gives you some distinct advantages when owning real estate investments? From multiple facets. Our OP, who's the spokesperson of our ownership group, also happens to be an avid real estate investor, and he's a national real estate coach. He offers real estate investment coaching for real estate agents on a national level and has an entire real estate investment coaching program that he offers. So if you've been considering investing in real estate or you want to know more about that, all of our agents get to have take part in this program for free. And coming in August to our back to school event, Jake's going to be hosting some group coaching sessions for growing your investment portfolio. You know, Gary Keller very famously says that every good deal passes through our hands. Right. And when we go to a listing appointment, we should be asking ourselves if that's a listing we are going to buy or we are going to list. In any other industry, that would be called insider trading. And yet in our industry, it is encouraged, right? So here's the deal. There are lots of opportunities and even some tax benefits to being a real estate agent and owning real estate investments. I want you to explore all of those, and it's a tool in your tool belt. So take advantage of this investment coaching next time you see it on the training calendar. We talk about that safety net, right? As an independent contractor, small business owner, our safety net looks a little bit different than it might in the W-2 and employed world, right? We know that. And at KW, we are family and embrace each other like family. And so we need to take care of each other. And so that's where KW Cares comes in, and our local Keller Williams Park Meadows Cares. So KW Cares is a nonprofit arm of Keller Williams Realty International. And the purpose of KW Cares is to provide financial assistance in the form of a grant if there's any sort of hardship caused by a catastrophic life event. That could be a fire or a medical hardship. It could be an illness. It could be a death in the family. It could be any of those kind of things. It might even be a natural disaster. And we have a whole disaster response team. You'll see our 3 trucks in the picture above. We actually have a fleet of semis and a warehouse full of disaster response supplies, ready, willing, and able. And because we have very, very little red tape, we can actually become first responders on the scene even before sometimes like the Red Cross can arrive, right? We can get there fast to help our associates in need around the country. So definitely something to take a look at. This is not just for our associates. It also extends to their family members. So these are family members within one delineation of you. So these are your children, your parents, your siblings. Okay, are all eligible to take advantage of KW Cares and the KW Cares grants. Now, sometimes the need isn't as large, or sometimes it's more urgent, and that's a national like grant program, and there's an application process and all sorts of things. We also have our own local KW Cares fund that we can cut through some of the red tape and help if there are smaller or very time sensitive needs. So here's the deal in this. You have a safety net. Your KW family can be your family if you've fallen on hardship. Let us know. There's lots of ways that we can help. We want to. Annually, KW Cares grants grants millions of dollars worth of hardship grants back to our associates. And this all is funded by donations from folks like you. So when you're completing your commission requests, you'll see that there's a spot to actually put a KW Cares donation in. You might already have a standing automatic donation, which we can help you set up if you'd like to. But I highly encourage you to donate $10 per closing to KW Cares. It's a tax deductible donation. You'll get a tax receipt at the end of the year. But that $10 goes a really, really long way to helping change the lives of our associates. So I highly encourage you to participate at the closing table or whenever you have the opportunity to. All right. Questions before I move on? All right, we're filling up your tool belt. Let's continue. The office. The office is a piece of your tool belt. You guys knew this, right? Here's the deal. You have 24/7 access to the office to be able to meet clients in a safe and secure location, right? You also have access to the workrooms, the training rooms. We not only have the training room in our suite, but there's even a training room in our building that's available. Here's the advantage of these rooms, right? They're for you first, the conference rooms, the training rooms. Have you been considering hosting first-time homebuyer seminars? What about investment workshops? Right? What about other ways to be able to get your clients together? Our office suite is yours, so you can use that as a meeting room for those events in your business as well. Obviously, we have the communal workspace available as well. And from 9 a.m. to noon every day, we either have Ignite or lead generation happening in the communal workspace in the office. So I encourage you to come in and work as part of the team. That energy and the collaboration is really contagious, and it goes a very, very long way. And then there's opportunity for rented offices and rented desk space. So if you're interested in having a place to actually move into and to call your home away from home, we have office space available as well. So definitely check that out. Donna, you didn't know Donna could fit in your tool belt, did you? Yeah. We take her everywhere with us. And here's what this is. Every month, Donna teaches her contract series, right? Contract to buy and sell, the exclusive rights, dates and deadlines. That's a huge tool in your tool belt. I cannot tell you how often I'm talking to agents, and the reason that their contract was selected was because it was that well written. If you've been on the listing side recently, you've seen how not well written many contracts are also, right? So keep that as an incredibly competitive tool in your tool belt. And here's the thing, if you haven't attended in a while, it might be worthwhile to do it. We also update the videos on our YouTube channel occasionally as well as that information changes, because the strategy behind the contract changes sometimes with the market. Wouldn't you agree? Yes. Yes. So keep a little Donna in your tool belt. Pull her out when needed, right? And absolutely remember that she's just a phone call away. She's got incredible availability, and when she's not available, we make sure somebody else is to be able to answer your questions, so that you can be really prepared in this ever-changing, very competitive market. And I would challenge you that this Donna is not a resource for new agents. As your business continues to grow, her number will continue to be dialed, because your deals are going to become increasingly complex and very different as time goes on. And as you have the confidence and the bandwidth to take on new things and different types of clients, it's great to have her in your corner. So don't hesitate to reach out and put a little Donna in your tool belt. I love that. I really want to have like a little Donna doll made. That would be great. That would be great. And then when I'm getting the nasty grams, I'll just pull up my Donna Bulldog doll. Yeah.
All right. No pins in my little doll either.
No pins. Yes.
No pins.
Not that kind of doll.
Okay, good. Just
Not that
checking.
kind.
I was just checking.
Oh, hey, look at these tools in your tool belt. Those of you who have been in the office recently or came to see us at our summer kickoff party, you guys got your printed material samples. So we have buyer presentations, listing presentations, and some great real estate-y leave behind with our quarterly magazine, pre-printed and ready to go. So you can grab and go with these from the office. We can simply add them to your office bill if you need more. We can also work on the customization of these. So everything was built out of Command, and so you can build your very own custom pieces inside of Command, and Amy can help you do that. You should put a little Amy in your tool belt. Where's my Amy slide? That's what we need. A little Donna on this side, a little Amy on this side, and you're ready to go. Okay. But so check out these pre-printed presentations for you and look at the opportunities to get them customized. I mean, they're absolutely stunning and a great simple way for you to be able to be ready for that next face-to-face with your buyers or sellers or on a coffee date. If you have not yet seen these, stop by the office. You'll get your first set on us because I want you to have a sample of it. So, so make sure you come and grab those. Ignite. We have Ignite going on right now. And I tell you, the group that is engaged in this program is phenomenal. Ignite is the foundational course. This is the fundamentals of real estate. This is a football. This is Ignite, right? This is where you want to be able to get reconnected to what your business should look like. Although obviously as a new agent, it's going to be a no-brainer that you get started in Ignite. For experienced agents, I would highly recommend that you revisit some of this Ignite material, because sometimes we get stuck doing the same thing the same way, but it's not always the best way it can be done. So it's a great way to refresh your own systems and standards and get yourself reconnected with the habits that drive a successful real estate business, because that's the biggest piece of Ignite, is learning those habits of successful real estate. So Ignite's open to every single agent. It's being offered right now in our office hybrid. We're just about like halfway through, and you can still jump into Ignite courses Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday morning starting at 9 a.m. both in person and on the Zoom. So check those out. Which leads me to KW Connect, kwconnect.com. Super simple website to remember. KW Connect is your hub of all things KW. Okay, this is where we connect with each other. This is where you can find all of the things. You can find our training calendar here. You can find all of the training courses here. You can connect with agents around the world and see what they're doing. If there's a subject you want to learn more about, you can simply type that in the search bar at the top of KW Connect, and poof, a whole world of content will be at your fingertips. So it's an incredibly valuable tool, and it's also where you're going to find a lot of the resources we're going to talk about next. So on KW Connect, all of the communities and all of the other tools and resources of Keller Williams have a landing page there. So if you go into KW Connect and you see that communities button on the top, that's going to take you to most of the places you need to go. So KW Connect is the hub for communication and for connection. That's why it's called KW Connect. So let's look at a couple of these communities. Oh, we're in a different order. We'll get to some of the communities. Sorry about that. I wore my Keller Offers shirt today. I'm really excited to talk about Keller Offers. this is another URL for you to put into your toolbox, kelleroffers.com. They're making it pretty hard for us to follow here, right? But Keller Offers has 2 programs that are available to us in the Denver metro area right now. The first program is the Cash Offer Program. Do you have a seller right now who's considering an iBuyer solution, who's considering selling off market, who's looking to alleviate the hassle of preparing their home for sale, and is fully aware of the ramifications of not going to open market, but would still like to entertain that? Keller Offers might be a great solution for you. With Keller Offers, or seller will receive at least one, but probably several different cash offers for purchase of their property, with little to no work being done on the seller's part. Offers will be coming from both private investors and from companies like OfferPad, who's one of the partners that we work with. And so they'll get competitive offers, competitive cash offers on the sale of their property with very, very little hassle there. Here's the deal. You are their listing agent. You get to represent the seller throughout the entire transaction. And you'll there's a fee paid to you as part of the compensation package built into that offer. So your seller gets full fiduciary representation. You still get paid as the agent. So it's a win-win. Definitely something to check out. If you have a seller who might fall into that boat, or if they're already shopping around and they're getting a Zillow offer, or they have Open Door looking at their house or something like that, get another iBuyer solution in there for them so that you can be a part of that transaction. Keller Offers also has the Ready to Sell program. The Ready to Sell program is what you might think of as a concierge style program. This is a program for a seller who has some work to do getting their home ready to sell, to go on to open market. And the Ready to Sell program can actually come in and do some updates to finishes, and replace countertops and cabinets, and do some minor repairs around the home, and get everything updated and fresh and ready to sell. This program is based off of credit worthiness, and the seller is essentially getting an interest-free loan for the cost of these repairs that they can then repay at closing. Or if they get their home ready for sale and decide not to move, then they can just simply repay the loan and stay. Although most people will at that point end up going to open market. So these are great tools in your tool belt, exclusive to Keller Williams agents. When you go to kelleroffers.com, you'll be able to register for some training on either or both of these programs. That training is either live via Zoom at a pre-specified time that you can sign up for, or on demand, and you can watch Zoom videos and send somebody your questions. I highly, 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 highly recommend that you take these training courses so that you have this knowledge going into it. There's also on the Keller Offers portal, once you take the training, you'll have access to all of the marketing materials. They have a lot of pre-made marketing materials that can help you prospect for seller leads. I'm going to say that again. These marketing materials are designed to help you get seller leads. So if the only thing you use Keller Offers for is to help generate curiosity from prospective sellers who then choose to go on and sell their home on the open market with you, then wouldn't that still be a win? In fact, somewhere around 9 out of 10 people who go through the cash offer program will still end up going to open market and selling the traditional way on the MLS. So that means full representation, full commission, full opportunity for you. So definitely something to keep in mind with Keller Offers. my favorite, Keller Mortgage. If you are not using Keller Mortgage already, have a conversation with me. Talk to Amy. Let us share with you our experiences for Keller Mortgage. Talk to Matt and Lindsay Talafuse, who have saved their clients hundreds of thousands of dollars using Keller Mortgage. Okay, here's what you get with Keller Mortgage, right? Just with Keller Offers, there's a twofer in this. You get a great service that can save your clients a boatload of money and frustration in the real estate transaction. And you get an awesome marketing tool that you can use to prospect for seller leads, also for buyer leads, but great for prospecting for seller leads. So why Keller Mortgage, right? When there's a Keller Williams agent involved in the transaction, Keller Mortgage offers what they call the 0+ loan, which is zero lender fees, zero origination fees, and $1,000 credit that covers the cost of the appraisal and anything else that might come up during the transaction. This is available to all of us, all of our clients, and on all of our listings. So imagine the buyer coming back after inspection and saying, well, they're asking for a $3,000 credit from the seller to make this happen. Well, in today's market, that's pretty darn unreasonable. But if the buyer really needs to put that cash back in their pocket, well, couldn't the buyer just qualify through Keller Mortgage and save a bunch of money right out of the gate? How much money, you might ask? Well, I'm going to encourage you to go to your KW mobile app, which I'm sure you already have on your mobile device. It's going to look a little like this. Click on any listing. And inside of that listing, this is so hard to see. Inside of that listing, I have to pat my head and rub my stomach at the same time to do this. You will see with Keller Mortgage on this particular listing, it would save you $6,200 on your next loan by simply using Keller Mortgage. Now, here's why you have this tool in your tool belt, right? The future of the industry is the one-stop shop, the package deal, the bundle, right? I hear Flo from Progressive Insurance whenever I think of that, right? Bundle. But it's the bundle deal. It's ease of use, right? This creates a real ease of use when your clients are not only working with you and working through Keller Mortgage. But here's the other piece. If you've ever been on a listing appointment and you've come up against discount brokers, this tool was actually designed to give you a tool in your tool belt to help protect your commission, right? Most sellers also have to buy when they sell their property. And when they buy, what's more important to them? Right? The whole transaction is going to be about netting them as much money as they possibly can, right? So they can get full service and full representation working with you, a professional real estate agent, not discounting your commission, but instead getting a massive credit back on the purchase of your property. So when they go to do the math at the end of the day, this credit back from Keller Mortgage, right? The savings of being able to use Keller Mortgage is going to far outweigh, very likely, the savings of going with a discount broker. So another tool for working with sellers in your tool belt. And when you log onto kellermortgage.com as an agent, you'll go to kellermortgage.com, you'll click for agents, you'll go through the login piece. You get a full suite of marketing material here as well. It's incredible. And there's so many opportunities for you to attract people to you with a free mortgage, which is not a way you can talk about it, by the way. You're not allowed to say it's a free mortgage. And it kind of is. So definitely some things to look at. All of the rules are right there in kellermortgage.com. It's very easy to color inside of the lines on this one, and beautiful market materials are prepared for you. So Keller Mortgage, One of my favorite tools in my tool belt. Keller Covered. Keller Covered is fun. I don't know if you guys know this, but we also have an insurance marketplace for homeowners insurance. It links directly through your app. It's really, really easy for your clients to use, and they can get competing quotes on their homeowners insurance right there inside of the transaction. All of the property information pulls from the MLS, so it makes it so seamless. And when you're shopping for a new home, that's the perfect time to shop for insurance as well. And so with a simple clicks of their button, they can then reshop their entire insurance portfolio, right? All of their homeowners and automobile insurance, and you can get some custom quotes on that. The pricing is super, super competitive. There's lots of great deals here. Try it yourself. You only have to have an introduction to Keller Covered from a Keller Williams real estate agent. So you are a Keller Williams real estate agent. You can introduce yourself to Keller Covered. You don't have to be inside of a real estate transaction to use this. I hear another twofer coming in. So this is not only a great way to add value to your clients and to streamline the transaction, create ease of use and save them money, but do you guys ever wonder what to talk about when you're calling them? Hi, it's time for my quarterly phone call. I just wanted to check in and see how you are again. I know 3 months ago I called with the same message, but I'm going to call you again in 3 months and just kind of check in and see how you're doing as well. That's not the way we communicate as human beings. That's weird. That's why it feels so funny to make phone calls. That's why we don't do it, right? What if that conversation was, hey, you know what? I was actually just shopping my insurance the other day, and it turns out through my partnership with Keller Williams, I've got this great deal, and I don't know if it's time for you to start shopping too, but I wanted to share it with you. Would you like to save some money? Have you ever called somebody and asked them if they want to save money? I mean, what are they going to think about you? What's the value of that relationship going to be? And oh, by the way, how much do you care if you're sharing that with them? Right? A great touch and another twofer, something that you can use to help get you business and service your existing business. How are we doing so far? We have pretty good tools in our tool belt. Hey, we're not done yet. Let's keep going. I told you it's a lot. A whole hour we're spending on this, and I am talking fast. Homeward. Who's using Homeward? Oh, Homeward's a fun tool. There are some growing pains inside of Homeward, but if you have not used it yet, it's another twofer. Can you imagine that? It's a way to service your clients and actually get new business at the same time. Here's what Homeward does. Homeward is a financing option that can help create a scenario where you can purchase your new home without having to sell your old home. Or if there's not another home in the picture, you can actually go in as a cash buyer. Okay, so if you have any clients right now that are beating their head against the wall and they're in a price point where they're just not winning the deal, but they've got a competitive situation, maybe talk to Homeward and see if you can change them from being conventional to cash. Here's what Homeward does. Homeward comes in and purchases the property for you. Cash, right? Quick close, little contingencies, easy process. They purchase it cash. As soon as they're done, your client goes through their conventional financing and purchases it from Homeward, the same price and terms that Homeward bought it for, right? With their conventional financing. So they're no longer competing to use their conventional or FHA financing, right? They're able to hop in with that cash offer and win the deal, and then they just purchase it back from Homeward. Why does Homeward do this? Well, they're going to charge you a fee for it. It's not free, but it's a really, really great option if your client needs that leg up and they can afford to do that. The fees are all rolled into the purchase price of the property into that loan. So there are some specific forms and documents you have to use when you're working with Homeward. You're going to learn about all of those when you go to homeward.com and register for their training. And then the one specific for use for our agents in Colorado in our market center are in the kwpmresources.com folder, you'll see a Homeward folder, and it has all of those in there. So how can you use this to get new business? Well, it changes the conversation, doesn't it? The average buyer or prospective seller right now is hearing a really consistent message of, I would sell my house, but where would I go? The market's so hot. There's like 45 offers on every deal. How can you possibly compete with that? And I will bet you've had a buyer, at least one at this point, tell you, I'm going to wait. Goodness, I still don't know what they're waiting for, but they want to wait because they don't want to compete in today's market, right? It's really, really challenging. The reality is this type of competition is probably going to be commonplace in our market for quite some time. And unless something incredibly dramatic happens to change the face of home ownership in Denver, competition is the name of the game. And it's going to be if you want to make a move anytime in the next couple of years. So why wait when there are solutions to allow you to cut through the competition today, right? And that's where this is a really valuable marketing tool, because it allows you to flip that script. When you are the lone voice in the crowd saying, I have a solution to bring you to cut through that competition. I have a solution to get you your home today. I have a solution to help you sell your house. I have a solution to help you buy your house without having to sell a house, so you won't be homeless. I have solutions, and attract people to those solutions. Is Homeward going to be a fit for everybody? No. Right? Like I said, they have fees, they have limitations, all of those pieces, but it changes the conversation. And just like with the other tools I talked about, when you get started at homeward.com and go through their training, you will then get a whole slew of resources you can use. You'll also be invited into their private Facebook group, which has a whole bunch of agents collaborating on how they're using those tools to get new business. It's good conversation there. So if you're looking for new business, I don't know, maybe you might be, this could be a tool in your tool belt that helps you get there. All right. Whew. I'm going to take a breath on this one because it's huge in itself. I'm only going to spotlight a few pieces, some of my favorites, but this is like your whole freaking tool belt. This is Command. This is our technology platform. This is designed specifically for you, the real estate agent, by you, the real estate agent, right? There is nothing else like this in the industry. And it does more than just hold your phone numbers and send emails, although it does those things very well, right? If you got a text message inviting you to this awesome team meeting today, that came from Command, and you can do that too. It's really easy. Here's some of my favorite pieces of Commands. The design suite. Canva. Who's heard of Canva? You use Canva, you love Canva. Do we allow Canva in the Market Center? No. Why? Because everything Canva can do, designs can do and do better. We have it all there with a real estate flavor, being curated by our KWRI marketing team. It's beautiful. The interface is easy to use. It's way more than a postcard. You can do everything design-wise in your business through Designs in Command, and it seamlessly integrates with the campaigns and the websites and the landing pages. Like it's beautiful and super easy to use. So I heart Designs. Really big deal. The pre-printed gorgeous marketing material that we have waiting for you here at the office all came right out of Designs in Command. It's a great tool for your tool belt. Anything that you're paying somebody to do, right? The postcards, the door hangers, the brochures for your listings, all of those pieces can be done in Designs and save you a ton of money too. And they're designing things for you. Like earlier this, I guess it would have been last month it was released, but for this month, right, all of the Happy 4th of July collateral is released. So there's new pieces all the time. It's really up to date and very current and very relevant to what you're doing in your business. You can also, just like in Canva, create your own designs profile. I'm not saying that right, but you can create your own collateral, your own colors, your own fonts, your own stuff, right? So that it has your look and feel. And you can tweak and save your favorite design pieces as templates to use over and over again, all of those pieces, right, Amy?
Yes, it is your brand identity, if you will,
Yes.
that you can put in there, and so it will save that, and so you can use it over and over and over again.
Yeah, love design. Love designs. New in designs, the Quarterly magazine. This magazine is a phenomenal real estate leave behind. You can then, I mean, you can use this so many different ways. Amy did a whole session on it not long ago, and I'm sure it'll be coming back. But I advise you to take a look at that magazine. It's phenomenal. Our mobile app. I know I said I loved Keller Mortgage, and I do. Keller Mortgage is awesome. Our mobile app is probably my favorite. I mean, if I had to choose favorites, the mobile app doesn't, it doesn't talk back and it goes to bed on time. It's my favorite. So here's why. You can search for homes anywhere. And I tell you, our mobile app is really awesome because there's no borders on where you can search. You can search around the country. My parents right now are looking for property in northern Wisconsin and Michigan, and we're looking on my app to be able to do it. It's so cool because I can collaborate with them in real time. We can share things, we can share notes. So searching for homes on the app is a great experience. But the best part of the app is the guide. Does everybody know about the guide? I mean, I don't talk about it much. It's the coolest thing since sliced bread. Okay, so if you've ever worked with that title company or that lender who gives you like those automatic progress updates, like you get that email, your file's been moved to underwriting, and you're like, I can sleep so well tonight. I know exactly what's going on behind the scenes. You can do that too. You can do that for your clients in your real estate transaction. And the guide is the answer to that, right? So often we are going through business with our buyers and sellers, and our perspective is no news is good news, right? No news is not good news. No news is sleepless nights and that 3 a.m. text message because they've just been Googling the answer and now they're scared, right? No news is not good news. So what if you could let them know what was going to happen in the transaction? What if you could help guide them along this process you're going through? And what if you could at the same time create a system that guided you along with it too, so that every single one of your clients got the same exceptional experience, right? Experience is worth giving. It's a part of who we are. The guide, look into the guide, play with the guide. It is both turnkey and completely customizable. It is, I tell you, it is like the secret competitive edge you don't even know you have. My favorite piece of Command and our mobile apps is that guide. It's so slick. Okay. It also connects your clients to Keller Mortgage and Keller Covered and creates that one-stop shop that they're looking for. In case you were wondering when you could deliver at, the time is now. You can deliver it now. Your clients can have that one-stop shop. So it's your easy button. I love it. Another easy button, Command will also help you with your social posts. It has a regular stream of updated content for you that you can post to your social media with a click of the button. So if you're ever wondering, hey, what should I talk about in real estate today? Just open up Command and Campaigns and do the automatic post. It's completely free. It links to your Facebook feed. It is the super easy button. Love those. Our referral network. 180,000 agents around the globe, and we are all connected by this tool that allows you to track in real time what's happening with your clients. And oh, by the way, help find them the right agent, not just any agent, not just the fastest agent in the Facebook group, but actually an agent who's going to take care of them the way that you would, and build your business through referrals. Great video shared this week on the Facebook pages. If you haven't checked it out, about the agent whose 80% of her business comes through the referral network, and she just closed a $2.5 million referral. from another KW agent. So if you're not checking out this tool, your tool belt's also turned into some homework. Go check it out. But great tool for your tool belt if you need an agent connect there. The marketplace. When you go to KW Command, up in the very top, there's this little marketplace icon. It opens a slew of additional resources for you. These are vendors you can connect with that help you, that can help you in your business, but it's also where you can connect with the KW professional services. Some of those services that we offer are things like Market My Listing. If I take a listing for $90, I can have all of my designs made. I can have all of my social media content made. I can have all of my flyers made. I can have all of my ads made and run. Like, it is a concierge style package for those pieces. So if you're busy and you're looking for some leverage, this is an easy button for you. So take advantage of that. Other easy buttons are Keller Williams merchandise, right? I love KW apparel because people ask me about it. People recognize KW as a real estate company of choice, right? And they see it and they instantly think real estate. So we have a ton of apparel and merchandise for you through both KW Red Label, which is where you can find great like KW t-shirts, socks, hats, all of that fun stuff. But we also have a lot of merchandise here in the Market Center for you, right? So we've got cups and bags and hats and the whole 9 yards. So if you want to pick something up when you're here, you can. We'll add it to your office bill, and more is coming. We also have some great open house signs and some additional pieces that you can pick up next time you're in the office. Easy button, we'll just add it to your office bill. So so definitely check out some of those pieces. I can't remember how much more we've got, but it's more than 5 minutes worth. I'm going to skip the video because that's going to take a couple of minutes. I'm not going to skip the video. There's the video, guys. Come on, skip the video. There we go. Mega Camp. All right, we are hosting some in-person Mega Camp sessions, August 23rd, 24th, and 25th. I encourage you guys to be here in our office and be a part of it. A few people are going to be in Austin experiencing this as well. So we're going to have some great events here. Big tool in your tool belt if you want to think like the mega agents do and learn what they're doing in their business. Mega Camp is for you. The event consists of some main stage kind of keynote speeches, panel discussions from, several of the best of the industry and whatever that is they're talking about, and breakout sessions where you actually get to dive deep into niche topics. So I highly recommend you join us for that Mega Camp here live in person in the Market Center. It's going to be open to everybody. We are going to have some special events, some giveaways, refreshments, vendors for you to connect with. So we've got a lot in store, more details coming on Mega Camp. KW Connect, again, I'm going to refer you back here. Scripts are the language we use to help people get what they want in real estate, right? It helps us answer their questions by overcoming their objections when we know how to approach that. Either 10 a.m. on Wednesdays, you can join the script practice and mastermind group in our office led by our very own Ricky Garris, or check this out on KW Connect and you can see the best around the country tackling some of the most common objections that we're hearing today. Masterminds happen on a regular basis here at KW. Once a quarter, you'll have some sort of national mastermind. Today happens to be the summer mastermind. So if you're here, you're probably not there. So you missed this one, but fall mastermind is going to be coming up. It's a great opportunity for you to connect with other agents and leaders in our world and mastermind about what's going on inside of your business. So another great tool for your tool belt. As well as Outfront Magazine. This is outfront.kw.com, outfront.kw.com. I tell you what, the resources here are incredible. Everything from social media resources to tactical resources to interviews with agents to industry updates. You'll find it all on outfront.kw.com. Including they started posting social media content calendars. So this is a great resource for you to be able to take some of the guesswork out of what does that social media conversation need to look like. Oh, we've got some more. We've got some more. We're going to have to do a part 2. I'm going to stop by saying we've got some great communities you can be a part of. You can learn more about these communities on kwconnect.com. On the top of the page, there's a communities bucket, and you'll learn more about Keller Williams Luxury and what resources are available for every luxury level listing and to be a part of the luxury community. Also commercial. Our commercial community is fully stocked with a suite of tools and resources for you to dive into the commercial world. If you're thinking about exploring commercial more, talk with Donna or I, because there is a competency expectation when you're branching into another segment of the real estate industry, but we want to help you play to win, and we can partner you with an expert who can help you gain the competency you need to break into the commercial market. Similarly with KW Land for farm and ranch, think not couple acres of land, but hundreds of thousands of acres of land, you know, working ranches, industrial farming, all of those pieces. There's a whole industry around that. So I know most of us are in more of a suburban area here, but if you're branching into farm and land, there's a whole community for you there too. The new homes community just launched, and it includes a lot of training on how to work with and for new construction communities, partnered with Legacy International. So that's definitely something to check out there too. Oh my goodness, it goes on and on. Keller Williams Young Professionals, that's a whole nother segment for the under 40 crowd, although they don't check IDs. KWYP is a great group of industry leaders who are looking at bringing additional leadership and business building resources in. We've got an awesome Colorado chapter. You might have met one of the Colorado chapter leaders, Madison Peeler, who's the team leader at our Highlands Ranch office. So KWYP, an awesome community full of additional resources. This whole slide deck is available. We could seriously be here for days talking about all of the incredible opportunities and tools in your tool belt. But I've just got to know, did anybody take something new away today? Did you learn something you didn't know before? Do you have another tool in your tool belt? Please, please, please use these to service and attract new business. That's what they're there for. Feel free to reach out to myself or Amy for any questions that you have on other tools in your tool belt, and we'll revisit this regularly. And I'll talk a lot faster next time. We didn't get through it all. The whole slide deck is going to be available, so you guys can pop into that really quick. Any questions? Any burning questions before we break for the day? You guys are awesome, and you're my favorites because you're here putting tools in your tool belt, and I want to be in business with people who want to be in business. So thank you for showing up today. I look forward to seeing all of you very, very soon. Mid-August, we're going to get back to those 7 hugs every single day. In the meantime, make it great. Go take action in your business. We'll see you soon, guys. Take care.